We don't want you, Ben Simmons. That's right, you heard me. FIBA World Cup is upon us, and you already know countries are starting to release their rosters. The timing for this video could not be any more perfect. Very recently, Boomers head coach said Ben Simmons wants to be a part of the Boomers World Cup squad. When I heard that, I was like, get... As an Aussie, he is everything I go against, but we'll get to that in a second. One of the #1 reasons I started creating content is because I get to express my opinion online for millions to see. Might not be millions of subs just yet, but it's millions of views a month at least, so we'll take that. So some of you might already be familiar, but I absolutely hate Ben Simmons and cannot stand him. Not a single day in his life has he actually been a real proud Australian. Meaning, he only is Aussie when it's convenient to it. When he was drafted in the NBA as the #1 overall pick in the first place, he was from LSU, not Australia, like our fellow counterparts in the Josh Giddey or Dyson Daniels. When it came to suiting up for the World Cup, the Asian World Cup, the Olympics, he never ever wanted to be a part of it when his career was going smoothly. As soon as his career is going down the toilet, he's coming crying for help from the Australian squad. Now this completely irritates me because he doesn't belong there. He doesn't deserve to be part of the Boomers culture. Now you might not be Aussie, but I'm sure you can relate to your specific country. If you had a player that was good and only chose to support his country when convenient, you'd be pretty frustrated. If it was up to me, we'd be tearing up Ben Simmons' passport and citizenship and make him someone else's problem. Now, part of what's making the Australian Boomers such a good team and making them such a powerhouse is not only their skill, but their camaraderie and teamsmanship. Australia's culture when it comes to international basketball is the best in the game. Everyone at least seemingly loves each other. They go through all these big time camps. Everyone supports each other and the culture is just through the roof. I don't like using this word, but if you bring in a walking cancer like Ben Simmons, half of what makes Australia so good is gone down the toilet with his career. Now we've all seen what Ben Simmons has been doing because he wasn't bad at Philadelphia, but he got injured and he didn't shoot that shot and he passed it off instead, and his career's just gone downhill. I know mental health is no joke, so he might have had to miss games for some genuine reasons, but his back injury is not true and it hasn't been true ever. He has got to find a way to get out of his own head and wake up and realize the successful position that had been put in. He just takes it for granted. And as an Aussie, I could not stand it for a split second if I saw him suiting up in a Boomers jersey. I don't care if he was Michael Jordan equivalent good, I still wouldn't want it. Now the reason why I said this video is very convenient timing is because today, literally as I'm filming this video, the extended World Cup squad got released for the Boomers. And I'm reading these names. I'm reading. No Ben Simmons. Now, Brian Goorjian, the head coach of the Boomers, went on the radio and said that Ben Simmons wants to be a part of the squad. To be honest, I think that might have been a little bit misconstrued and it was more or less a last ploy to try and get Ben to be suiting up for the Boomers. Thank God it didn't work, and I don't know what Brian Goorjian was thinking. He's such a smart coach. If he looked into any aspect, he doesn't fit the squad. We all know Patty Mills turns to prime Michael Jordan when he puts on the green and gold. What's the one aspect that Patty is missing on the team is a facilitator, someone to create for it. And you might be thinking, great, Ben Simmons. No. He sucks. He's got no diversity to his game. He's got no confidence at the moment, and his skill set is just terrible. Now we look at Australia's God-centered godchild, Josh Giddey. He can do it all. He can rebound, he can certainly pass, and he's even starting to shoot. So in other words, he's doing what Ben Simmons does, just 10 times better. At the end of the day, it's because Josh Giddey was my teammate back in the day, so he learned it all from me. But when I saw the World Cup roster being released, I was praying, if Ben Simmons' name is here, we're done for. But at this very current moment in time where the extended rosters can still change, Ben Simmons is not a part of it. But I don't want him thinking that he's ever got a shot at being part of the Boomers. So looking at the World Cup roster, it's a pretty solid squad. There's something like 9 NBA players in the extended roster. We've got high-level talent going around. One big surprise, no Mitch Creek. Really surprised to see that. I know we had a little bit of beef with some other players at the last Australian campaign, so probably why he didn't get picked up. But you got your usuals, Patty Mills, Matt Dellavedova, Joey Ingles, all those good players. Got Jock Landau. But at the end of the day, there is no Ben Simmons, and that's what we want to see. And if he does join, I don't know if I'll be able to support the Boomers campaign. We won't do well if we have him anyway. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Share this with your friends, and I'll catch you later.